Let's begin. First up, we're discussing the special parliament session. Now, the 5-day special parliament session begins today, and the agenda will revolve around the discussion of India's journey of 75 years as a democracy. Now, interestingly, the new Parliament House will become operational on the auspicious day of Ganesh Chaturthi, that is tomorrow, which has been opposed tooth and nail by the opposition parties and the leaders. Now, in the new Parliament building, special places have been set for all the MPs, and these MPs will be given laptops and iPads. Now, it will be a paperless scenario in the new Parliament. But the opposition has accused the government of hiding the real agenda of the session. Now, speculations are rife about the implementation of the Women's Reservation Bill along with the changes in percentage in the OBC quota. Meanwhile, the India bloc will chair a key meeting at the Leader of Opposition's office at 10 a.m, whereas PM Modi is likely to interact with the media at 10:15 a.m.
हमने ऑल पार्टी फ्लोर लीडर्स का मीटिंग बुलाया था सरकार के तरफ से, और आप सब जानते हो कल से 5 दिन के लिए सेशन शुरू होने वाला है. 13th session of 17th Lok Sabha and 261st session of राज्य सभा कल से शुरू हो रहा है. इसमें 5 सिटिंग्स है.
Face-off between you and YSR Congress in the all-party meeting. What really transpired?
Oh yes, we tried to raise the issue of Chandrababu Naidu in the all-party meeting, how he was illegally arrested, how there was no evidence against him, false cases were put against him, and he's tried to, without following any due procedure of law, he was illegally put in remand. So when we tried to raise it in the all-party meeting, the YCP people didn't have the courage to listen to the truth. They don't have courage to listen to it in the state. They don't have courage to listen to it in the parliament also. So they showed it out. They were trying to shout it out. But we got support from everyone there, especially the chair also, Praladji. Everyone let me speak what I wanted to speak. So I'm thankful to that. And I've definitely put it forward that the central government has to look into this issue. This is a democracy which is being murdered here in Andhra Pradesh. So this is not just an issue of a state or not just one leader. This can happen in any other state, any other part of the country. So definitely central government should take cognizance of this act, where the state government and Jagan Mohan Reddy is misusing the power that they have right now and using CID, an institution run by the state government, to put false cases against opposition leaders.
The opposition parties are saying you're not able to give them any clarity on what the agenda is, and why have you called for a special session?
No, the government has already very clearly mentioned and briefed in the all-party meeting. There is no such confusion.
They're only worried that you'll come up with something surprising, like you did in Article 370 that time.
See, that is why I said that government has briefed them on all the agenda items that is there in the government's list of business.
And we're going to move to the new parliament on the 19th. And what is going to be, there's going to be legislative business only after that?
Yes, of course. The minister has already explained that 20th onwards there will be regular government business.
सरकार आपको बताया कि विशेष सत्र क्यों बुलाया?
उन्होंने कहा 8 विषयों के ऊपर चर्चा होगी. वो 8 विषय क्या है? जमीन है, आसमान है, पर्यावरण है, जलवायु है, क्या है? कुछ नहीं बताया उन्होंने. सबने पूछा, लेकिन उन्होंने कहा नहीं, 8 विषयों के ऊपर चर्चा होगी. वो 8 विषय क्या है ये आपको बाद में बता दिए जाएंगे. एक स्वर में सबने कहा कि भाई चुनाव आयोग की चयन प्रक्रिया में किसी भी प्रकार का बदलाव करने की कोशिश मत कीजिए. महिला आरक्षण का बिल लेकर आइए. जाति जनगणना के सवाल पे सदन के अंदर चर्चा हो. मणिपुर, मेवात, अडानी का मामला, सीएजी की रिपोर्ट, ये सारे विषय सदन के अंदर चर्चा किए जाए और इससे संबंधित बिल पास किया जाए. जहां तक आम आदमी पार्टी का सवाल है, हमने पंजाब में जो रूरल डेवलपमेंट फंड 4000 करोड़ रुपए नहीं दिया जा रहा है, उसका भी विषय उठाया. और पंजाब बॉर्डर स्टेट होने के नाते उसको स्पेशल पैकेज मिलना चाहिए, ये मुद्दा भी उठाया.
Seen in 2019 during this the abrogation, is there something that the opposition is fearful
Well, I think it is very much speculative. You know, everybody talks about, some last minute things happening and some, surprises being sprung up. It's a session of parliament. It is there to debate and legislate. And I think we should, look at it very positively and constructively. From our side, my party side, we have put in a suggestion that after 75 years of independence, and especially when we are moving into a new parliament building, on the auspicious occasion, we should all now legislate and pass the women's reservation bill. It's being talked about again and again. All political parties outside parliament support this reservation bill. Then why not actually take the leap and make that bold decision and pass it unanimously in this coming session?
Praful Bhai, you've been a part of the government in the past. You know how government things function. Isn't the opposition right in understanding why this has been called? Because you don't call a special session of parliament just out of thin air.
No, I think government is in its right, and especially when we are moving to a new parliament building, that could be a special occasion on its own.
प्रोफेसर साहब, बहुत सारी मांगे की है विपक्ष वालों ने, पर क्या आप लोग आखिर में कोई क्लैरिटी मिली कि सरकार ने विशेष सत्र क्यों बुलाया?
ये सरकार कभी क्लियर बात करती? ये तो लोगों को धोखे में रखने वाली सरकार है, और धोखा दे के जो कर लेंगे सो कर देंगे।
आप लोगों ने क्या मांग की विशेष करके, क्योंकि महिला आरक्षण की
पर्सनली ये मांग थी कि जाति जनगणना होना चाहिए, आरक्षण इस देश में जितनी जिसकी जातिवाद कर देना चाहिए, जितनी जिसका परसेंटेज उतना आरक्षण खत्म, झंझट हमेशा के लिए। और महिला आरक्षण का जहां तक सवाल है, तो हमने कहा कि हमारी पिछड़े वर्ग की महिलाएं, दलित महिलाएं, अपर कास्ट की पढ़ी लिखी और जो महिलाएं उनका मुकाबला नहीं कर सकती। आरक्षण दिए इसलिए जाता है कि विशेष अवसर का सिद्धांत जो है, कि जो गैर बराबरी है उसको ठीक करने के लिए दिया जाता है। तो उस आरक्षण के अंदर जितना आबादी है पिछड़े वर्ग की महिलाओं की, उसके हिसाब से आरक्षण दिया जाना चाहिए।
What are the demands that the DMK really made? Because you've also been one of the parties demanding for 33% reservation for women through.
Yes, DMK did ask for women's reservation bill to be passed in this. I don't know whether it's a special session or a normal session. Nobody knows about that. But during this session, I think not just the DMK, most of the parties have asked for the women's reservation bill to be passed, and of course. DMK also, raised the issues about discussing the Manipur issue, unemployment, price rise, the promises which the BJP has made, and then river disputes. So many other things we've raised.
Was there any clarity or any sense that you were able to make from the government as to why this session was called? Because everybody is asking why this special session.
Not at all. The government has repeatedly said that it is being called for a photo session and 3 days of parliamentary work, and the list of businesses they've given. But it's a little difficult to believe that.
All the opposition parties are raising the issue of women reservation bill. Is that something that your party is also supporting?
In fact, it was not something that was raised only by the opposition. In all parties, across party lines, there was a consensus and everybody has supported this issue. So, I mean, this is a really wonderful thing that if it is brought in the parliament, there's a big possibility that it would be passed because everybody across party lines is supporting it.
Did the government give any indication that they may consider your demand?
No, there was no sort of, agreement or, there was no indication.
आपने किस चीज की मांग की? बिकॉज बहुत सारी पार्टीज खड़ी हो भी।
देखिए, सब पार्टियों की एक डिमांड थी कि विशेष सत्र कैसे है, ये किस लिए बुलाया बताओ। जो विशेष सत्र का एजेंडा वो तो इसके अंदर नहीं है। इसमें तो 2-3 एजेंडे के अंदर हमें जो दिया है, एक रिफिल करने का है, कोई नया बिल नहीं है। लेकिन इन्होंने जो 18-19 का कार्यक्रम बताया है, 18 को जैसे कल संविधान को लेके सारा चलेगा भाई, पार्लियामेंट 75 साल में हमने क्या किया क्या नहीं किया, और 19 को हम सबकी फोटो सेशन होगा, बाद के अंदर सेंट्रल हॉल के अंदर होकर नए पार्लियामेंट भवन के अंदर जाएंगे। लेकिन 20, 21, 22 को आप क्या करने जा रहे हो, उस पर कोई चर्चा इन्होंने की। इसका सब लोगों ने कहा कि आपको बताना चाहिए कि आप क्या आखिर लेके आ रहे हो, और करोड़ों अरबों रुपए खर्च करके आप ये हाउस बुला रहे हो। तो न तो आपने 0 रखा, न 377, न पर्सन काल है, तो आप इसका बोलना खुद ही कर लेते, फिर ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग बुलाने की क्या आवश्यकता थी। हमने हमारा विरोध जताया, साथ ही साथ राजस्थान के अंदर चुनाव है और ईआरसीपी को लेकर राजस्थान की राजनीति गर्माई। 13 जिले जो है जहां एमपी 13 बीजेपी के और राजस्थान ने